Hey everybody, I'm listening to music. We'll pause for a second. Okay, welcome back. And we are going to continue with this wonderful watercolor. It was given to me by a student, and she's amazing, and we really appreciate her. So um, she's going to USC. Her name is Elda, and whereas I haven't normally have students for like years and years and years, she came in just a few months, but really, you can tell she's going to make it. She's really great. So she went to China and Japan, and she brought back this watercolor. So I'm just experimenting with it. So far, it's really cool. We're going to do a watercolor, and it's going to be a pure watercolor. But I'm going to draw first so you guys can see the drawing. Sometimes I'll just go right to watercolor. So let's have some fun. I'm listening to Marillion, which has a good, deep, get into it music. Okay, so let's see how long it takes. And let's crawl into the world of being an artist. Okay. As I said in the last video, I've been able to rebrand, which is really cool because I work in advertising. So rebranding. So um, just the obvious artists are in their studio in their own little head. And that's what we're going to do. So you can paint along with me and we're going to do a watercolor. So here's the one that we did last time, which is here. Not this one. This is the watercolor that we're going to book. We're going to do. We try to do a pure watercolor like that, just pure. That's the one we just did. Okay, so now we're going to do one here. Normally I would go portrait, but this seems to work okay landscape. So we're going to do it. I like this model. She's online. Her name, I guess she's Keen Model. And she's just a great model. So, we live for our models as artists. So let's see what we can do. But I'm going to kind of move it around a little bit. It's not going to be just 100%. So we'll see where we can go. Okay, so we got some music. We have watercolor. Let's go. This is my lay-in. That's it. It's done. It's really all I need. It's evolved over the years. It's evolved over the years, and we got this going. It's the Riley rhythm chart that's been adapted. We teach it at our school. 3 plus 1. 1, 2, 3.5. And there we go. That's it. Now I'm just painting a face. I'm not trying to do a portrait. That's a whole different world. You do a portrait, you have to put it on model. It's a whole different world. It's like doing animation. You have to put the character on model. I'm just doing a face. So do a lot of faces. So you can do them, fairly easy. And then when you have to do a portrait, then you draw a face and then you put it on model. Okay, you got that? Okay, so that's that part. Usually I'll take a picture of it. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Be a little hard to see. You want your lay-in to be at the value of a halftone. Okay, so what I'm going to put down is water. So we use yellow ochre, burnt sienna, a little red, maybe a cab red. I'm not used to this paint, so it's kind of fun. Okay, so here we're going to go. Going to leave some areas open. Okay, I'm going to go a little redder across the cheeks. Okay, the magic color is green. Olive green is light. So use that for the shadows. So I put in the green, it's like reflected light. I put my shadows in as reflected light because I can come back and put in the cores and the casts. We're going to go cool, warm, cool. So it was wet. Now we're at satin. So satin's going to move slower. when I shake the brush, I lose the water. So like this is a loaded brush. Give it a shake, half loaded, do it again, it's empty. I can pick up the paint when it's empty. Okay, so that's the color. So now we're going to move into the key it. So I got to hit it dark. See what dark's I have. That's purple. Let's see what it says. This is brown. This is dark. Looks dark and cool, so I'll go with that. So we're going to go ahead and touch back here. And now that's starting to key the painting. Key means full range from dark to light. Okay, so while that's settling, go ahead and put in the corner of the nose, come up, there's the eye. Still nice and soft, which is cool. It's nice and soft, which is cool. So we want to lose that side. So we'll grab some reflected light color, some green. So this is pure meditation. And for the parents, because I work with kids and I, work with the parents too. This is meditation. This is going to keep your kids very calm. It's going to keep their heads on straight. When other kids are going crazy, the art kids are very focused. Also, when they're, if they're drawing, while studying or something, then when they look at the drawing, they'll hear what they were studying. It's really kind of weird. Like if I'm hearing something, or if I'm watching a movie, let's say while I'm working, because I'm multi-process freak. So when I look at the drawing, I can hear the movie. It's really weird. Um, so later on, when I look at this down the road, I'll actually hear Marillion, the band. So it also will help your kids study and focus. So we don't want to take away the art. If the kid is an artist, we want them to be artists. It doesn't mean they're going to go into art. They're not going to be starving on the street. I don't know many artists who are. And every company needs us. See, it's kind of like blurry. It's out of focus. That's the key. And then we'll just bring it into focus. Now, the more lost edges, the more realistic it'll look. I'm going to put water in here. So simple, complex. Okay, now we're going to come in. I got a really small brush. Let's see what I got here. So I have all daughters, and when I used to take them to get their haircuts, the beauty salons, I would sit in the lobby and read magazines on how to put on makeup. Because whereas I don't wear makeup, my paintings do. I learned how to put on makeup. This side is going to be almost not even recognizable as an eye. It's just going to be shapes. Forced perspective. So now let's take this brush and lay some tone, get those planes in there. If it's a good brush, when you shake it, it goes to a point. So that's another reason. I'm going to lose these edges. Now, if I take this paint, just put water, go like that, boom, go up, defy gravity. See, there's like no paint on here. I'm just picking up little stains. And that's the whole idea of watercolor. It's just staining the paper. Give her blue eyes. All right. So sketch. I like it. Let's see if there's I don't know if there is. We have white. Let's see if it'll work. Sometimes get it to become opaque. Here we go. Just a little highlights makes it pop. Okay, so it's a watercolor sketch. Now, here's the thing. Let's turn this up. What do you need to know to do it? That's the thing. So we have the shape, we have the skull. Okay, we have the Epichranius up here. We have our levators. Okay, so our levator nasi, Orbicularis oculi, Orbicularis oris, depressor, zygomatic process, levator superioris, levator zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major, sternocleidoid mastoid muscle, temporalis. You have your fultrum, septum. Gotta know what you're drawing. So, at our school, we teach head drawing, knowing what you're drawing. So even if they're 9 or 10 or 12, they know what they're drawing. We teach them, we draw the skull when we do head drawing. We work our way out. We don't drive them crazy. We don't test them on the anatomy, but they're learning anatomy. We're not copying a photo. So what I'm loving about watching my mentor in his classes is he's still preaching, don't copy. If you're going to do a portrait, when I do portraits, they follow the people around the room. I recently did a portrait, and it's right outside this person's bedroom. So when they walk in the living room, they pass their loved one, and he's alive in that painting because I made him alive, but he's structured. It's not a copy of a photo. So if you're at a school and you have a photo and you're copying it, or you're gridding it and you're copying it, I hope it feels good, because it's not real. Okay, so with this, even though it's a sketch and it's a loose watercolor, the muscles, the structure, it's all there, and then we put on the color. It's got planes, rhythms and planes. Okay, you guys, we'll keep doing some more. When you see the little bunny rabbit, which I drew for our t-shirt, so you'll know it's the new series. Not a lot of humor. We'll just kind of go to the other side and just relax and enjoy being artists in the studio. And we have a lot of humor on there. It takes a lot longer to do the jokes than it does to do the classes. You really got to think about it. You got to have your timing right, and you got to make sure you're not offending everybody. Or if you are offending them, it's intentional. There's a lot to it. Okay. All right. We love you guys. We care about you. We want to see you do well. It'd be wonderful if many of you actually started your career in art without having to pay a fortune for the art schools. If you come to our school, we're not that expensive, and I'll make sure you're taken care of. Okay. Thank Corey, because he's the best, and we'll move on to our next thing. Okay. See you in a while.